Hey, welcome to team night, everyone.
Hey.
Here we are again. You didn't think it would happen. Sometimes neither did we. But you know what? We made it.
And believe it or not, we learned from our mistakes.
Believe it or not.
So we have two guys
What up?
from CT helping us out tonight.
And Nikolai, no, there's no podcast tonight, my friend. We
No
are
podcast.
fully present. Video and audio. Right, guys?
Right, guys?
Right, guys? Because I can't see the... Yeah, of course we are.
Yeah.
Love this.
Perfect.
Love this. Welcome. So look.
Love Nikolai. Here we go.
Here we go. Look, guys, there was this fun idea that I got from Einar calling in for team night when last week when nothing was working.
Shout out to Einar.
Shout out to Einar. And,
being a boss.
Yeah, for being a boss,
He's the
man.
best. Yeah.
And he just gets on. What's up, dude? Einar, we made it, bro.
We did.
We made it.
We
Thanks
did.
for helping us get
Thanks
there.
for helping.
And so I was like, man, that was so fun that Einar just called in. I mean, he called my phone, which makes it a lot less complicated. But like, he called in, and then all of a sudden, he was kind of with us at the same time. And I thought that was pretty great.
It was very nice.
And that was really nice, right?
Yeah, I like
It was just nice to hear his voice, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. It was just so nice.
Yeah.
It's just how it goes, man.
Yes.
It was really, really good.
It was.
But that being said, I thought, you know what? What better than to continue the trend on a night where everything technically actually works? So we will be having a special call-in guest this evening, and it will be fantastic. But that's to come, so don't stress out about it. Do we have any highlight reels from last team night? You know what? That's a great question. Yes, we should have some highlight reels. We don't right now.
We should. That'd be fun.
But stay tuned for highlight reels. Maybe next week we'll have some highlight reels.
That should be a thing. Right.
That should be a thing.
Yeah, my bank is calling me now.
Your bank is...
Yeah, because
well,
I hung up from them.
hello, bank.
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah.
Guys, in the chat real quick, tell us what's been going on with your week. Has anyone done anything extraordinary?
Anything exciting?
Any new Corona pets? Mr. Fantastic?
Mr. Corona Pets? Is that
Corona pets, like have anyone gotten a dog or a fish or something during Corona?
That should
You know
be
what I
on
mean?
the highlight reel, my bunny story. That's
Your
fun.
bunny story. Yeah, that's true.
If you weren't here last week, guys, you missed out.
Yeah, some good old, you know, you can always go for a little bunny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could be nice.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have gotten dogs, like not in our circle of friends, but like a lot of people in Copenhagen have gotten dogs.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
that's
they're just
true.
home all the time. And I feel bad because I don't think that people are going to keep it up because then they'll go back to work.
And then you don't have, and then what's your dog
And then
doing?
what does your dog do? And I feel bad for the dogs.
Hannah Earson says that she's eating pizza. Pretty exciting.
Oh, we just
also
had
had
pizza.
pizza.
And
Oh,
pizza
yes. And
is
some-
my favorite meal.
Yes, thank
and
you.
my
Oh,
favorite...
hallelujah.
That happened.
And
My
some-
favorite food group.
And some chocolate. We got a little bit of chocolate. Sue says, always excitement for pizza. Yes. Come on.
Love pizza, guys.
Guys, I'm loving that we got some Aarhus, some AAR on tonight. I love that. Do you need? I'm so full. Jono has pizza in his hand right now.
I had
Just give us
a
a little
whole pizza
give
by
us a little-
myself. It's so good.
little high def pizza shot.
Nice.
Welcome to team night. There's some
Welcome,
pizza.
guys. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I wish I could have that one. Ina says, I have 4 COVID tests this week.
Is
that a highlight?
Only if it's a personal record for you, Einar.
Then it's a highlight.
Then it is a highlight. Congratulations.
Sarah got her second COVID vaccine. Nice.
How you feeling?
How are you feeling, Sarah? sending much love
Oh yeah.
across the screen.
Yep, that's the wild. Joachim said that's the wildest thing happening here. Beautiful.
Why are you leaving? Just stay. Just stay.
We needed that.
But it's weird because I think you're drinking coffee and having pizza at the same time, and that's weird. Pizza, always a good choice. Pizza and coffee. What do you guys think? What do you think in the chat,
Pizza
guys?
and coffee.
Is that a thing? Also, we had a debate because Mr. Allen ordered pizza with pineapple,
Word.
which I think is totally fine. I think everyone in this room is actually
Yeah.
totally fine with it. But bananas, if we're talking about fruit on a pizza, putting bananas on a pizza, no go, guys. No go. Just saying.
I had a friend question me about pineapple on pizza saying, it's a fruit. And I said, yes. They said, you'd never see anyone put a banana on a pizza. And I said, no, because that's ridiculous. Pineapple is different. They disagreed. But the point is, is that pineapple pizza is fantastic. I'm getting distracted by the chat now.
So funny.
Guys, we have a special live guest here, though. And it's really important to point this out because he has been the myth of team night for some time. And I just want to celebrate the fact that he's in the flesh, in the room right now.
Yes.
And that is Tony.
Tony!
Tony is in the room.
Tony, come and join
Tony,
us,
can you just join us on the couch for just a couple minutes? There's just been this thing just about you, and we just need to clear up the mystery, man.
Mystery
So
man.
look.
Hello.
Hello.
Tony,
Hi, people.
how does it feel to be live in team night right now?
Well, I've joined live a couple of times, but on the other side of the camera.
That's true.
That has been great. This is quite a surprise, to be honest.
The chat's blowing
But-
up. It's good already.
Be good.
Hi, chat. For the guys over in Malmö, no, it's not my birthday today. Good try, though. Also, Malmö,
Keep trying,
I
keep
spell it
trying.
with a Y,
Oh,
Just-
okay.
in case.
What is she write?
Well, she spelled it with like an I, and that's yeah, and that's correct, like because it comes from Antonio, but
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway.
Tony, look, this week you've had some work, you've had some home time, you've
Yeah.
had some everyday time, right?
yeah, not as much as I wanted to, but yeah.
I would say during that time, we've had this theme about
Oh.
knowing him, right?
Mm.
What's
being
one
Jesus.
him being Jesus?
In
What's
case you're-
what's a quick way that in the mix of life you've just been like, nah, this is what I do. This is what I do to know him.
Putting you
Could
on
be
the
a
spot.
playlist. Could be he didn't really know. We're putting on. Could be
No.
a playlist. Could be like while you're just making stuff at work. Like what's that moment? You know
I
what
have,
I mean?
I have a guess. Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
Is it like your morning coffee routine? I feel like that's your
That-
moment.
So
Or like after. Sorry. Okay, I change it. I change it to like you're prepping when you're making coffee, but then when you actually sit with the coffee, you're like, sit
Yeah,
up.
so,
This
like-
is me.
okay, here's a bit of insight on me. I love making coffee. It's a hobby I've recently rediscovered, and
You're good at it. You're good at it.
thanks.
Must say.
I would like to hear it from someone else than you
Okay.
at some point, but
Thanks
we'll
for
get
coming.
there.
My opinion doesn't
But-
matter. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
No, like making coffee for me is like a way to like ground myself in what I do, and after that, I feel like I can relax in a better way. And it's in those moments that I try to meditate over like how grateful I can be today.
That's nice.
Whether it's just like, hey, the sun has risen even though it's behind the clouds. Whether it's, wow, today's going to be an amazing day and I love my work, which I do. But it's just like, for me, gratitude in every day is a huge thing. I'm not very good at expressing it outwards, but in my heart, I'm always grateful.
That's awesome,
That's
mate.
beautiful.
Well done.
I love that.
I put you on the spot,
You really did.
but you,
Yeah.
you stood there proudly. Well done. Well done, my friend.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And I want to point out a shameless pun that you had where you said, when I make coffee, it grounds me. And
Nice.
I didn't
even notice.
I wanted to wait, but Tony's great at puns. He's great at puns anyways.
No,
so I just want
like-
to know that was the overflow of your heart, was this pun. And I just think that is part of the heartbeat of team, is also just good puns. man.
Well,
So I think it's
now,
great.
now I'm just ashamed that I didn't notice it
It's
myself.
all right, man.
Uh,
It's all right.
But just
it was
comes
beautiful.
naturally.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. That just speaks the essence
It
of you
was.
being.
Yeah.
Matt Blount says we should do a cross-location barista championship.
Oi,
Heck yeah!
let's go.
Like that
Don't
needs to
tempt me.
happen.
That sounds
That
fantastic.
should happen.
I need to brush up my cup on my AirPods.
You're totally fine. You're totally fine.
Maybe we should have.
You would win.
maybe
Maddie,
we should
maybe
have.
you'd win.
Maybe we should have some like regional
Oh my gosh, this is great.
competitions. We'll all kind of go to Aarhus. Everyone goes to Malmö. Everyone comes to Copenhagen. That could be a thing.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing.
Okay.
Would it be too much pressure if we did it live for team night?
No, it'd be so much
No,
fun.
We can do that.
Or it'd be a masterclass.
All right. Put a
I
hand
like
up in the
that.
chat
Yeah.
if you would make coffee in a creative coffee competition. Throw a yes on the chat. Cross-location
Cross-location
camera
camera
setup.
setup.
What? Will, you got
That'd be
that, dude.
awesome.
Don't worry about. Matt Airpress Keen. Einer next week.
Let's go.
Dude, let's go.
The finals live.
Keen as
Yeah,
a bee.
that needs to happen.
Yeah, that needs to happen.
Nikolai, I'd like to see you participate in the Coffee Barista Challenge, bro. Let's go.
So I already know. Tomo, Tony, Luke.
Yeah, I would do it.
Jonathan would do it.
Yeah, that's good.
Matthias, I'm not. Do you?
Maddie, did you say Matt?
No,
Matthias doesn't
no,
drink coffee.
Matthias, you don't. No, right? You don't drink coffee. Same with Sam. Weird. Matt from Aarhus. I don't know who else. Ooh,
Guys from Melbourne and Aarhus, give us your recommendations on people who join.
Who does great coffee, makes great coffee in Malmö? I actually don't know. And then
Good on time,
Aarhus and
though.
Aalborg, let us know. What?
All right.
What?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Oh, who's not?
Okay.
Cool. Gabby, nice. All former Bible college students.
Yeah,
I know,
that's
yeah.
true.
I
Look,
think
Bible
you're onto
college,
something there.
You're definitely, unless you went to Hills and then. That's the,
Bible college involves coffee
yeah, it
to a
really
large
does.
degree.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, look, we have to do something. We need to get a guest on
David.
Oh,
for time
right.
reasons,
Nice.
Yeah.
right? Let's get this guest on.
Might need to be judges. Stacey's always so good. So I'm like reading the comments, and she's like, "But some of those people
Yeah.
might need to be judges." This is why we need you, Stacey.
Yeah, that's true.
This is why we love you, because
No,
you just
I
think different.
know I don't have a click in my ear. I can't listen to other. Hey, can we just give a round of a hand to Tony in the chat, in the live? Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Tony.
Loved having you in team night.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, we are gonna get another guest on that we're very excited about. He's the one dear to all of our hearts, located in the big AAR, and that's
AAR.
Matt Blount.
Maddie Blount.
Maddie, can you
Maddie,
give us a
Maddie.
wave, my friend?
What's happening, everyone?
Oh man, how good is it to have Maddie Blount?
Oh,
Welcome, my friend.
Good to be on. Thanks for asking.
Oh, mate, it's so good to have you. So good to see you. I wish you were in the room with us,
And that would have been nice.
but this is really nice too.
I'll be in the room when you award me the Barista Championship
Let's go.
award.
That's fantastic.
I'm envisioning that could be a fun thing.
That could be really fun. Who doesn't love a good barista championship? You know?
You need to like rally
right.
up the people over there. I don't know who's good in Aarhus and Aalborg. It'd be so cool.
Yeah, we got a couple of people. Yeah, we got a couple of contenders that I'm sure we could bring an entourage over and get something happening.
The entourage. Hey, we've been chatting kind of in the back burner, this red thread of to know him being Jesus, over the last, couple months. I wanted to hear it from you, and some people may only know you as the location oversight or location pastor of Aarhus, but actually you are very creative and from the tip of your little finger to the hairs on your head, dog, you're a very creative person and you make a lot of things happen. You like that?
Yeah.
And for you, being the creative type of person, but also such a pastor that you are, what are some things that you do? What are some ways that you continue to know him, given all the things that you got going on, bro?
Yeah, first of all, I love what Tony said, and I think it's such a great question for us all to consider in every season of life. So the thing that comes to mind when you ask is actually I have to give a shout out to my dog Sherlock, who has over the last few years has gotten me outdoors more than I was doing before being a dog owner. And so we have our little routine, every day, a couple of times a day. After dinner in the evening, that's when we go out and have a walk as well. But I think what I have found, Sherlock has helped me get to know Jesus. I'm gonna put it like that.
Word.
Sherlock has actually helped me. The reason being, I think I've begun to see just the importance of creation in getting to know Jesus, in having those moments with God where I just get out into the fresh air, into the great outdoors, I've kind of I've learned to appreciate creation and the great outdoors. It's kind of like God's office for me. I kind of step into God's office when I go out for a walk with Sherlock, and it's just crazy how often, you know, the things that are on my heart and my mind, they just soon disintegrate as I just immerse myself in creation and walk around the forest that's nearby with my dog and let him do his business and all that. But that has been something for me over the last few years that has really helped me to connect with God. Just breathing in the fresh air, and it's kind of like, I think it was Phil Dooley that said, when you get out into creation, you start to realize how small your problems are, you know, in relation to the scope of God's world that He has made. So I would actually, you know, be encouraging people. It's really helped me. Something that I appreciate. It tends to trigger a lot of prayer when I'm out and about, just walking and thinking. And you know, now it's coming to that season where we can get outdoors a bit more and enjoy the natural light. And I love the early morning. So Leona helps me with that as well, getting up nice and early. So yeah, dude, that's what I'd say. I'd say actually creation helps me to be creative in connecting with God.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's super good, man. Look, if you were to give us a direction or a little bit of inspiration more on the creative side of things, saying like, hey, stay creative, stay this, stay something, what would you give us? How can we stay creative? How can we stay engaged in our craft and be using what God's given us to for the glory of Jesus, for the glory of God, but also building the local church? How can we stay encouraged in that? What would you tell us tonight?
Great question. I think it's our responsibility. We all have the responsibility just to be asking ourselves that question. I love the way that Thomas puts it. What does loving God and loving people look like in this season? But I think when you ask that question, it makes me think of, you know, how's that fire internally? You know, that passion. You know, how bright is that burning? How hot is that burning? And I don't know. I've been reading, just been in and around Joshua, Judges, that part of the Bible. It's quite an interesting story and part of Israel's journey where transition is happening. God is bringing them into the promised land. The handover between Moses and Joshua is taking effect. And I think for me, God's been just speaking about how that really indicates, I feel, you know, I see the season that we're in as a church. That it is new territory, that there is opportunity as we regather and relaunch and regroup. But it's just interesting that as God's word to Joshua was, be strong and courageous, and the repetition of that, especially in the biblical and theological narrative, the repetition of that really drives home that God was telling Joshua, you got to be strong in this season, you got to be courageous in this season. And I think those would be the words that I would send out to the creatives joining tonight, is be courageous with what's in your hand, because we're going into new territory, and to think about what's ahead, think about the fact that God has positioned you, think about the fact that you are, you know, part of team, or where you are in your world and in your job, for a time as we're coming out of a pandemic, in Jesus' name. And I would just be encouraging people to just to assess how's that fire inside? How are the embers? You know, do you need the help of someone in your community, or someone who's strong right now, just to encourage you? Yeah. But be strong and courageous in, you know, right here, right now, with what's in your hands. And really be considering your part to play in the season that we're in as a community, but also in your life as well. And I just believe that, you know, revival starts internally. I've been thinking a lot about that. But let's be strong and courageous as a creative community in what we bring into the table. You know, bringing new solutions, bringing new pathways, carving new trails for what's ahead, and not just leaning back and resting back on the way that we've done things. I think it's a time for being courageous with our gifts and with our craft.
Yeah, that's awesome. Bro, I don't know how well we can do a virtual high five right now, but I'm really feeling like a psh, you know what I mean? And I'm not sure exactly how we could time it. But that's it, man. Well done. Thank you so much. There
All the
will
love
be
to Aarhus.
more Matt in the future.
Love it. Love it.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, mate. Have a good night. Guys, I love that.
So good.
It's so funny how, not that you could be, like, what's the antonym of courageous? Fearful, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you can easily be fearful, but it's like, it's hard to be courageous with a craft. It's hard to be courageous with something creative a lot of times because you put yourself out there being a creative person, you know, whether that's painting or whether that's, you know, sending somebody a demo that you made or whatever it is. You're definitely putting yourself out there. It can be hard to feel courageous, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think maybe even like the past year, you know, being
Definitely.
being indoors and not being around and having that constant encouragement and affirmation from team and from the church, it could be really easy to need some courage, right? To bring your gift or to bring ideas and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's a major thing. I think that's massive.
I love it.
I like that guy.
Matt's the bomb.
Nature encouraging him in the Lord.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Let's go look for some trees or something. You know what I mean?
Let's go and look at trees, guys.
Let's go find something and.
It's a good little wood area they have outside there.
Yeah, that's true.
Their place, though, it's really nice.
True.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny is every time he talks about walking Sherlock, I imagine like the little Sherlock, little cute curly Sherlock. They have a little poodle. I have this little curly cute Sherlock. I'm like Matt with his long legs walking, and we have Sherlock. You know what I mean? That's what I imagine every time he talks about that, which I think is fantastic. I think that's super good.
That's true.
Talk to trees, man. Maddie, I'm so keen to talk to some trees, bro.
Love it. I feel like Malmo needs like a shout out for being very encouraging on the chat tonight.
You guys
They're
are
like
awesome.
the most
So
encouraging bunch right now.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
So cool, man.
Yeah.
Look, guys, to wrap us up, we have a tight 30-minute team night per usual. I think last week we actually went over because we had some.
We went over last time due to technical difficulties.
No, that was the pre-service show.
That was totally planned.
That was the pre-show.
It was the pre-show. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
So
it was like a preview for a potential podcast.
Yeah.
And you guys didn't know, but we had carefully selected every single one of you.
We're doing this new thing where we do podcasts on YouTube. Yeah, we're calling them UCast. And
or CastTube.
CastTube. So anyways, you guys were part of the pilot for that. So thanks for just being around. I think it's just great to have you.
Yeah.
Hey, as we finish up here tonight on this team night, we had that for after, but just a quick thought. We're kind of coming into this 6-week countdown. It's less than 6 weeks now, actually, to when we're kind of expecting. We have a few things that need to go right in order for us to get into church. But we're just having this goal in mind of in May that we'll be back in church near the end of May, and so just wanting to get everybody in the mindset of remembering that, and also be praying for that, be praying for us as we're needing to make decisions and trying to navigate the best way to be opening church and to be helping team get back into things and so be praying with us and helping us with that. But then also just inwardly, let's start stirring it up a little bit, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's start stirring it up a little bit. Let's get excited for what God has to do in church, in the local church, wherever that may be for you guys, whether it's Malmö or Aarhus or Aalborg or Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Just
I
start
think we
getting
should
excited.
just practice getting up at 6 a.m. every morning, guys.
I do
and
that.
Outside of Falconer at 7 a.m.
Word. If you guys do that, I'm for real. If you guys every Sunday want to meet in front of Falconer at 7 a.m., I will be there with coffee.
Nice.
If you want it, I will be the
Croissants?
Coffee and croissants.
Maybe croissants too. All right. Yeah, fine. Croissants and croissants. Let's go. Every Sunday now until opening. Not this Sunday because we have team parties this Sunday, but next Sunday, if you guys want to meet, you write me. I will meet you at 7 a.m. with coffee and croissants. I think Matthias is going to write me now just to hold me to it. But it's going to be great. 6, we got up at 5. Oh, guacamole. Malva, but you're also coming from Koo,
Yeah.
So that's a bit far.
Copenhageners.
Nikolai, for Good Friday, camped in...
I know.
Oh, my gosh. The dude walked for 10 hours and then camped in Copenhagen in Ammerfell and then walked to the venue for Good Friday. I saw him leaving Good Friday with a camping backpack.
Yeah.
I'm like,
dude.
and he's just like, see ya, like in the most nonchalant way. And I'm like, dude, you look like Bear Grylls right now. Anyways, but hey guys, remember, start stirring it up and get excited for being back in church. Get excited for starting to get teams together and get people together. And I think what a long time to be outside of church. What a long time to be away from community and away from the people that you love seeing week to week. And
oh my gosh, so excited!
It's gonna be it's gonna be so cool, man. It's gonna be really cool.
And I think sorry, I'm just like cutting off, but like be gracious towards the process as well, because it is still a pandemic and we don't really know what restrictions are being put in place, but be gracious to your leader and to leadership and just how we're going to do church, because it's going to be in transition period. Pray for leadership. Look at your calendars already now, and if you want to do blockouts or you know that this is not going to work or you have a preference or anything, like message your team leaders. And I think this is just like leadership in general. Obviously we want leaders to be on top and always communicate, but don't wait for your leader to contact you. If you know, like, if you're anything like people in this room and just like waiting to get back and like be with people, even as an introvert, like I can't freaking wait to see everyone and just serve and worship. And oh my gosh, it's amazing. But reach out to your leader. Don't wait for your leader to reach out to you, because certain teams are like a lot of people. Like, reach out to your leaders, be like, hey, how can I help? Yeah.
And honestly, I think we can't say it enough. I keep looking at my clock like I'm trying to end in 1 minute, but we can't say it enough. Just how great it is to be on team together. I think we're part of the coolest team ever. 100%. But let's also just act like we are the team that we'd be honored to be a part of. I think like if we rock up on a Sunday and we're just kind of like, here we go again, or whatever. It's like, no, let's start carrying it. Like right now, before we're on Sundays, let's start carrying our everyday stuff, whether it's at home or work, and let's start carrying our lives and carrying our crafts. And then when we get into church, start carrying church. Like we are honored to be on this team, and let's start acting individually like we are the team that we'd be honored to be a part of. Does that make sense? And I think about when David went to get the ark. He went to go get the Ark of the Covenant. And he goes and he retrieves the ark and he brings it back to Jerusalem, and there's these dudes carrying the ark. And that was like, they got to carry essentially the Spirit of God. They got to carry like God's presence, through the wilderness. And that would have sucked. You know what I mean? Like, that would not have been the coolest thing on earth. But what an honor! What an honor they had. Like, they were honored to be those guys. With the long poles, and they got the things, and they're walking. And it's like, that wasn't a real glorious thing. And our teams and our crafts and everything, they're so much cooler than that. Well, I don't know. Maybe that is a really cool thing.
I think our team is cool.
It is cool. But we do a lot of really cool things. And what an honor it is to do those things. You know. But let's take it as seriously and treat it for the honor that it is, just like those guys did carrying the ark, right? And
that's good.
So anyways, I think that's that. We have team parties this week. Guys, we have team parties happening at every location. So if you, for some reason, do not know about team parties, get on and text your team leader and be like, yo, can you give me some info on that? And we'll be like, whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. That's us sending emails and text messages. But we'll get some info to you. Make sure that you have somewhere to go for team parties, because it's going to be cool. It's pretty much hanging out, and we're going to hear something from Thomas live, which is going to be really, really cool. And we get some FaceTime with each other, because it's nice.
So it's basically like hanging out with your team.
Hanging out with your team,
dude. If you're on Instagram, there's a sign-up sheet for that, and I think it's on our website as well.
If you go to hillsong.dk,
you'll find it there.
You can sign up there per team. You select the team you're on.
And it's this Sunday.
What up?
3 p.m.
Yep.
1500.
1500, dude.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Coming to a location near you. No, it's in your location.
True.
But look, guys, so cool. Thank you for being on team night tonight. I keep the chat is right next to the camera.
There's so many things happening. There's like a run challenge.
Yep.
There's all, I'm like, not even. There's so much happening.
Team parties, Simon.
Yeah. It's great.
Simon. Okay, yeah. You guys are rocking it right now.
Yeah.
Sometimes I see these emojis I've never seen before, like this one emoji. How do you guys do that?
Which one?
Can someone?
Oh, I have not seen that one. I don't know.
Can someone tell me how to do these? I don't know how to do these. I just saw like the Holy Spirit coming out of the Bible emoji.
Isn't it just on YouTube?
Maybe it's just on YouTube.
It's YouTube.
Thank you. Jono has an answer for everything, by the way. Most questions that I have in my life, Jono knows the answer to. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Nice.
All right, guys, but thank you so much for being around. mad shout out to you guys. You're awesome. Thank you for being on. And it's so cool, even that we're not in the same room. It still feels like we're together. I feel like we're together, and it's really nice seeing everybody on the chat.
Yeah.
And can't wait to see you all in real life. And a big shout out to Matt. Thank you so much for getting on, dude, and just giving us those little nuggets. Those little nuggets. And always fitting, not Cosmo, what am I thinking? Cosmo, that's my neighbor's dog. Always fitting Sherlock into the narrative. I love it, dude.
It's nice.
That curly little man.
101K. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the chats. Guys, we love you. See you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday, and then stay tuned on Instagram for the next team night live.
Love you guys.
Peace.